let's get into some misinformation, because that's all the Biden administration wants to talk about right now, because they're just losers in every sense of the word. Do you remember yesterday when we played that clip of Peter Doocy and KJP, and he was asking her a question and she kept accusing him of spouting misinformation? He was reading a memo from the president.
This is what they do now. It's the misinformation thing. It's their go-to.
Oh my God. It is out of control.
It's their new you're a racist or xenophobe.
Yes.
It's misinformation. Mm-hmm.
So Peter Doocy decided to release a video. I'm not sure if this was originally on TikTok or Instagram or wherever it is that he posts, but he wanted to address it after the fact, and here's what he said.
Doocy here, outside the West Wing of the White House, where this week, one of my questions about foreign aid versus hurricane relief was called misinformation. President Biden is fond of saying, show me your budget and I will tell you what you value. If he's got money for people in Lebanon right now, without Congress having to come back, what does it say about his values? There's not enough money right now for his people values, in North Carolina who need it. That's not misinformation.
Wait, no, that is your whole premise of the question is misinformation, sir. What you do? Yes, it's misinformation.
I've got the information right here. The vice president is posting on social media about $157 million in additional assistance to the people of Lebanon. Mm-hmm. President Biden is posting about how the Small Business Administration's disaster loan program is going to run out of funding if Congress does not come back. To a lot of people watching these briefings, a taxpayer dollar is a taxpayer dollar.
Damn straight.
Is a taxpayer dollar.
Yeah.
That is not misinformation. That is a fact.
Yeah.
Good for him, man.
He's absolutely 100% correct. I'm so sick of this. And I'm sure you have clips from it, because I know that we have clips from Biden where he was all like Mr. Misinformation Pants yesterday, slurring it.
He was Captain Slurry about it.
It's just astounding what these people are doing. Like, it's our money. God.
And they're trying to say, well, no, that comes from a different bucket, and a bucket over here, and a bucket over there.
Buckets. F your buckets. It's one bucket. There's so many words I want to say that rhyme with bucket. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do know what you mean. Yes, I do.
Right.
So, Mayorkas, he was on, and he's like one of the worst of the misinformers, right? So he was on with that mean, like, unhappy chick on CNN.
Are there any happy chicks on CNN? Is there just one mean unhappy chick?
True. But she was talking about like what Mayorkas, what Biden, what Kamala were doing with their time during Hurricane Helene, and like all of the criticism they were getting. And here is that loser's answer to that.
Shortly after Helene made landfall in the United States on September 26, Joe Biden was at his house in Rehoboth Beach. Vice President Kamala Harris was flying between ritzy California fundraisers, hobnobbing with celebrities. Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas was in Los Angeles presiding over an award ceremony.
That's nice.
How do you respond to those accusations from J.D. Vance?
Kate, we don't listen to or pay attention to such unproductive and, quite frankly, counterproductive work.
God,
you just don't pay attention.
He is like a weak Lex Luthor. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He's a pansy ass Lex Luthor. I cannot stand that guy. And he is the high priest of unproductivity and counterproductivity. He's the high priest of it. Like, you don't do anything except for spend our money and like misallocate it.
God. Oh my God.
I can't.
And Biden trying to say, no, this is all like lies. This is different buckets. And we're not using your money we're not taking FEMA money for illegals.
What are you astounding?
Crazy.
And the money needed for these crises are being diverted to migrants. What the heck are they talking about?
What the
Stop it. It's outrageous. It's just not true.
Oh my God.
Is it not? Let's go back. Let's rewind the tape, shall we? So we've got Mayorkas a little before and after. This is unbelievable because it's literally just days ago that he said FEMA's running out of money for hurricanes. We didn't say it. He said it.
Right.
And he also, just a couple months ago, talked about how money was being diverted to migrant stuff. Here are both of those clips.
Be playing a pivotal role in our shelter and services program that is poised to distribute $363 million to cities and communities in need of funding. We do not have the funds. FEMA does not have the funds to make it through the season.
Listen, and furthermore, it is not FEMA's job to be an illegal pampering funding source. That's not their job. So the fact that anybody is okay with what was it, 650 million being given to illegals at all should not be it. None of this is okay. Like anybody like just hearing that and having Mayorkas say, well, we're just going to get, that's not FEMA's job. That's not our job as taxpayers. It's just simply not our job. Not one red cent should go to illegals ever. Ever. Like these people, they break the law. They come in here. They shouldn't be doing that to begin with. For us to give them 1 cent is like treason. I don't know why this is lost on people. And so when they even say that they've given $1, we should be like, that's too much. $1 is too much. I'm losing my shit over this.
I know. It's just this whole idea, all of this nonsense about people being misinformed. Where do they think these things are coming from?
Right.
We're taking the words out of your own faces and stewing about them, just like Kamala's tweet. Are they going to now say that this 157 million to Lebanon is fake news too?
Right.
They're spending the money.
Right. $1 is too much. $1. And then they're like, I mean, it's just $650 million. What? Oh my God. Yeah.
You guys, it is, as we talked about last week, the very beginning of cozy season for most people. Unfortunately, here in Indiana, it's like Indiana is really desperately trying to get me not to move because the weather is so glorious right now. But it's fall. And so in the mornings, I want to be all cozy. And that's why I have my Cozy Earth joggers on right now. They are the softest thing I own. They feel like pajama pants that you can actually wear out and look put together. You know what I mean? They're that nice, but the material, the fabric is just,
it's luxurious.
Glorious. So luxurious.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And it's like the sheets, and you want your home to be the coziest place on earth. And so why not have your bed all decked out in sheets from Cozy Earth? They are like no other. The fabric doesn't pill. You can wash it a zillion times and somehow it gets softer every time you use them, every time you wash them. And it's just a really nice gift. If you are looking to gift somebody something high-end, something truly luxurious, look no further than the products from Cozy Earth. And it's not just sheets. It's not just the joggers. We showed you the dress last week. Super, super cute. They have socks that are super cozy. So many different items that you can choose from at CozyEarth.com/CozyChicks. And you can save 40% right now at that website. Again, CozyEarth.com/CozyChicks. Use code CozyChicks to get that 40% off when you upgrade your nights and transform your days with products from Cozy Earth. CozyEarth.com/CozyChicks. Well, and so there were these, there was a couple of these briefings that were totally scripted and aired in part. And all, like, I guess we're supposed to, as Americans, watch these briefings with all the, the important climate people and Biden and Kamala and everybody. And we're supposed to feel like good about the leadership, like being on the ball with this hurricane. All this does is prove how much theater our entire government is.
Totally.
It's just fake. And so here's Biden talking to Mayorkas. You just heard Mayorkas from a few days ago say, we are out of money for hurricane. You heard it, right? Like, that's not AI. Those were real words that came out of his face. Here is Biden, unable to ask a question off the top of his head. It was written down for him to Mayorkas.
Hey, Allie, Ms. Secretary.
My God.
Do you have everything you need from all the federal departments and the agencies in support of this response? Are there anything lacking?
We certainly do have all of the resources. We are well positioned to continue to respond to Hurricane Helene, to respond to Hurricane Milton. Mr. President, we are meeting the moment and meeting the challenges because of the extraordinary people who've spoken before me.
The only reason they went through this theater production yesterday is because they're late and everybody's pissed off because of the dismal, horrible, horrific, like just the awful response that we've seen. And the fact that it's starting to get out that all the money has been going to other places besides who it really needs to go to. And so Americans are pissed off and they're like, oh crap, we're in the middle of a campaign. I guess we got to do some theater production to show people, or at least attempt to show people that we give half a crap. We know what's happening here. We saw, you guys watched that stuff yesterday. It's just a skit. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It is all a show. And people who have brain cells,
discouraging to see that.
It is. It's like they made it worse.
Yeah,
frankly,
they really did.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's kind of like how Kamala has made everything worse by picking that fight with Ron DeSantis, and how she has never ever been involved in any kind of communication with officials, local state officials, about any disaster ever. And now, just because she's a candidate for president, she's going to pretend that she's somehow in charge of this. Girl, it is not about you. Okay, get yourself out of the spotlight, because you so desperately need it. It has nothing to do with you. My God.
It's just awful.
And then there was this moment. So during one of these briefings, I don't know how this was working. Now I'm starting to believe the stories about the earrings. Okay.
Me too. Right? Oh my God. Me too. Yeah.
She's in the middle, or she's got some sort of earpiece going on because she's in the middle of this. I don't know if it's like a Zoom call or whatever. And she obviously had her staffers giving her questions to ask, just like Biden had written down questions to ask during this hurricane briefing. And there's this moment where she covers her mouth to like tell them, you guys, it's a live broadcast, but she didn't know her mic was on.
It's a hot mic. How do you not know it's a hot mic?
God. These people are morons. And so this was what that moment looked like. You'll see the video here in just a second.
Flood. We really got to watch those areas and those communities. So it takes quite a while for that water to drain.
Thank you very much.
Mark, it's a live.
Ken, I have a question for you. You mentioned words matter, and I know there's a lot of media following this briefing.
If I covered my mic like this, if I just go like, you guys can't hear me, right? You can't. If I go like this,
you can no longer hear me.
You can no longer hear me. What a freaking moron! Have you ever been in front of a microphone before? You imbecile.
Oh my God.
This woman, I can't.
I can't either.
And you're right about the earpiece. Like, she had something in her ear where she was getting questions from somebody. And you're right. Now it makes me rethink the whole debate.
Yeah.
This is the thing. I know I don't want to be that girl where I think about every conspiracy theory, but now I'm like, whatever. It's possible.